So when I first learned that our district was taking on Amplio, I was excited because at the elementary at that time, we had a 5-minute speech program. And so I really liked it and jumped on to the articulation part of it because then that helped me with the articulation to say, hey, you guys can work on your articulation all throughout the day, go into Amplio and work on some of your articulation, and then I can view it, I can listen to it, and then kind of give them feedback. My name is Kevin Cassidy. I'm a speech language pathology assistant at Burleson ISD. So before Amplio, throughout the elementaries in our district, a lot of times we would just kind of make our own materials, or we would buy individual books. And I think the challenges early on when we were using paper and just using different things, just keeping a consistency in their material that they would use for the kids, where now it keeps it consistent and they're seeing the same thing. So moving to high school, the prep time has made it a lot better just because you're having that consistency of the material. And then I've also worked and collabed with the teacher to where they can also work on some of that stuff, and we co-implement some things within the classroom. And so they can work on that when they're in their class without me being right there beside them. And so that's with the high school kids. It's been a consistency thing with being able to do it throughout the day, not just whenever you're there. So with the reporting side of it, I think what has benefited us in using Amplio is that previously we would have to tally our marks or kind of work through a process of recording our own data. And now using the Amplio language part of it, then it records answers and things like that the students get, and then it gives you a percentage. And you can also go into the system and see how many they did. But it definitely has cut down on some of the planning time because I can have things already pulled up in sessions assigned to certain kids, and then say, hey, we're going to work on the tails today, or we're going to work on the articulation, or whatever it may be. So a story that I have in the elementary in the previous years when I was using it is the articulation. And when we did is the student was saying the words in his Chromebook, and then I was receiving those on my computer, and my computer was over on my desk. And so he was going through and saying them, and then he was saying, I'm saying it correct. I'm saying it correct. And I said, do you not hear yourself? And he was like, no, I'm saying it correct. And so I went to my computer, pulled it over there. And so I got to be able to play it on my computer. And then he heard himself. And then he was like, ooh, I didn't say that correct. And so I think that just gave him the reassurance. The next time he was saying the vocalic R's, it was like, man, he's saying it correct now. And I think it was just that reassurance where he heard himself from my side of the reporting part of it. He was able to, see that. And then from then on, it was kind of like, oh, okay. And so it just gave him that reassurance of, ooh, I can self-correct and I can make that correction now that I hear it. And by the end of the year, he was saying those ERs and ORs pretty good. And the parents were excited because he had struggled for a couple of years. He was a fifth grader.